What's going on, everybody? I'm C. Andrew Love, back on your screen and your speakers one more time. Welcome to another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I speak to a brother out of Syracuse, New York. His name, 315 Cash. Check out this interview we did right now. What's going on, everybody? MC Andrew Love, back on your screen and your speakers one more time with another edition of Let's Chat and Jam. In this episode, I'm speaking to a brother out of Syracuse, New York. This brother here came to the State Fair on August 20th and September 1st and rocked the stage. This brother here got skills, folks, and I can't wait for you to meet him. So without further ado, let me bring in 315 Cash.
What's up, MC Andrew Love? I appreciate you having me on the Let's Chat and Jam podcast, man.
Well, thank you for tapping in and coming through to the Let's Chat and Jam podcast. I do appreciate it.
Of course.
So what have you been up to, man?
Working. You know me.
Yeah, you're always busy. That's what it is. Always
Trying to.
And you work hard, too. You're a hard worker, man, especially on that stage. Oh, yeah. I saw you perform on that stage. And what I really liked about was how you got the crowd into it, man. How you came off the stage and went into the crowd and got the crowd amped. That's what I like. I tell you, August 20th was probably one of the best concerts I've ever seen.
I appreciate that. It was just a wonderful thing because that was my first show in Syracuse after the pandemic and all of that. So to be in the hometown, one, at the New York State Fair, two, three, with all my family and friends, it was wonderful, man. It was a wonderful time, and that was the way to start summer off. And it was crazy, like.
And it was the time where the weed is legalized now.
Get on that too. So I was the first performer to actually touch stage on that day, and August 20th was the first day of the State Fair. So I was the first person to legally flame on up on stage, you know what I'm saying? Let alone the first person to perform at the fair coming out of the pandemic. I was the first one to legally flame on stage too. So that was a wonderful
thing. We made history that day. We made history. We were in the paper.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. So when did you realize you had this passion for music, hip hop?
I mean, I've always had the passion for the hip hop since I was a kid. I grew up on hip hop music. That was my upbringing, my style of life growing up. But as far as taking it serious as a career, it's going on 6 years, actually, this Halloween that I dropped my first project.
Oh, so you've been working for 6 years professionally?
Professionally, 6 years, yeah. As a recording artist, yes, sir. I mean, as a kid, freestyling, rapping, hanging out with the friends, that's how it was my whole life. But when I first got a show opportunity, I took it serious, got in the studio, and from then it's just been moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping the ball rolling.
Who are your greatest influences?
Oh, man. In general, in life, or in music?
You can talk about life, music, whatever hits your mind, man.
All of the moguls in hip hop, of course. All of the moguls. I got family that's influential too, like my father, my brother, you know what I'm saying? They're influential too. It just depends, you know what I'm saying? I want to create my own route now to where I could be a role model for somebody else, you know what I'm saying? And use my voice to be a role model for other people now, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm digging the vibes. And one of the guys that you really looked out for is the brother that just got out of the pen, who came on the show not too long ago and did an interview with me.
It's a fact, my bro Lex Ali.
Lex Ali, yes. I was going to get to his name in a moment, but you took the words out of my mouth. Thank you.
I'm sorry about that, OG.
That is all right. Because you're always there for you.
I watched that interview. I watched that a couple times. Like that's I had to, you know what I'm saying? That's a good one.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was just starting out, man. I thought he had years in, like literally.
That's what it looked like, right?
Yeah. So the way he worked on his craft before he got out and to when he got out and he realized he was performing, he was like, oh, I better be ready. And he was.
Yeah, he was.
He was, man. And another thing, the song that you guys have out together, man, I didn't hear, like I was telling them in the interview, like some rappers, they wrap circles around other rappers. It's just what happens on a record.
What song are you talking about?
A Pay Me song.
Pay Me. Yeah, Pay Me and Go. Yeah, that's a bonus track on his project. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's the song that we sampled on the show. And what I tell you is that he held his own on that track. Because you would think because you've been out for a little bit longer, you've been doing it for 6 years, you would hold the edge over him on this track. But in reality is he held his own on this track.
He walked on it. Yeah, definitely.
His lyrical skill set and the way he delivers is polished.
Like he said,
the only thing he needs to do is just work on his music, just get more music out, or at least build up his resume.
Definitely, we get into that. But like he said in the interview, we made that song just like that. The producer made the beat, and it was just like that. Usually, like I say, I try to plan stuff out, process stuff, make sure everything makes sense. We made that song right there on the spot. It was like, yeah, this got to get out. It has to get out. Though this is a bonus track, it's got to get out there. But I appreciate that, definitely.
Oh yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite tracks from y'all, man.
We got a lot coming for sure.
I can't wait to hear it, man. Can't wait to hear it. I know I want to sample one of your songs right now.
Okay.
And I'm on YouTube right now. I'm on YouTube, and I'm here at your page, and here is this song called "Rep My City."
Yes, sir. That one I didn't do at the fair because I wanted to do the newer music, but that song, I performed that song in this city. I performed that song all through New York City. I performed that song all through Pennsylvania, Philly. Like I've performed that song the first 3-4 years because that was one of the songs earlier in my career. It's a remix too. But I performed that in every stage I went to, every city I touched, I performed that. And it was a hit. It was one of my biggest records, definitely.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
You see the visual too, correct?
Yeah, this 315 Cash, y'all. It's on YouTube.
Video out now. Full video out now. If you rep your city.
All you gotta do is type in his name, 315 CA$H. He'll pop right up. Matter of fact, tap into Just the Bros Entertainment. Ooh, man. That was dope, man. Digging the vibe. So if you want to hear that song, folks, and you know, because that was just a snippet. So you can go into YouTube and really dive into what 315 Cash has to offer you all. Because this brother here does real hip hop. So if it's something, if you love hip hop, if you're a hip hop head and hip hop is what you like, storytelling is what you like, then you're going to love 315 Cash. Because this brother here, that's all he does is tell stories. And you can really dig the vibes with his delivery because you can understand it. It ain't they mumble rap stuff. This is that real, down-to-earth, old school, hit it to your face, gritty hip hop. That's what 315 Cash is all about. And I'm digging the vibes. And I'll tell you something, folks, you're gonna dig the vibes too. As a matter of fact, as soon as you go to YouTube and you type up his name and he pops up and you listen to the first song, you're gonna say, damn, MC Angela, you did it again. You done told us to go to tap in the 315 Cash, so we did. And guess what? He's dope. You're damn right he's dope. So make sure you keep tapping in. So can you tell us some of your experiences, like in the music industry that you had, like some of the good ones or even some of the bad ones?
I've done a lot in these last 6 years. Like I said, this Halloween is going to be 6 years since I dropped my first project. That was Juke Season's Finally Over. Since then, I dropped A Rough Start, Reloaded, and 25 to Life. All 4 of those are mixtapes. 46 videos out now on YouTube. Last weekend, I just had a show in Queens, New York, in Queensbridge, actually, at the Loopy Fest. That was my first show in New York City since the pandemic. So that was wonderful. Actually, Lex Ali popped up and surprised me there. Word. But I got some more shows. I might even, I've done a lot. I've opened up for a lot of people. I've networked with a lot of people. That's the thing. The networking is key. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if I didn't network. You know what I'm saying? All these events, speaking to all these people, like I said, I've performed in all over upstate New York, from Syracuse to like all over Rochester, Oswego, like a bunch of different cities, to a bunch of Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Philly, to Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, to Baltimore. Like I've been around DC, so or Virginia Beach. You know what I'm saying? Those are all places I've traveled for shows, and I just like the traveling part of it, meeting people. I've also opened up for people like Cassidy, the late great Fred the Godson, Vado, Beanie Siegel, Piff Jones, of course, that's my man's, like a bunch of different artists, you know what I'm saying? And I even also, it's not even announced yet, I might even have to let a couple announcements known here, heard it here first on Let's Chat and Jam podcast. My people with Elegant Hoodness, rest in peace, AD the General, my man's Quiet Guns, they're putting a show together down in Tampa next month. I'm going to be in Florida next month for my girl's birthday. My girlfriend, we're going down there for a little week or so to celebrate her birthday. And they got an event with Vado that same time in Tampa. So we might go from Orlando to Tampa, perform possibly. Not locked in yet, but you'll see it on my Instagram at The Real 315 Cash on me do. But just traveling. I've also been out west to California. I've shot 4 or 5 videos out in California. I've been to Vegas. I've done a lot of work, man, all over the U.S., man. Now we just try and get it global. You know what I'm saying? It is, but I'm trying to get it there all over. So appreciate you being on the podcast.
Global traveling from here to Nigeria.
And I know you got the whole global audience. So I appreciate you having me. Definitely.
Yeah, there's people listening to you out there in Germany, UK, and other places as well. So when you do promote this interview, you can promote.
Definitely, man. Shout out, I got family in Europe and Macedonia, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to family all over. Definitely, we working.
That's dope. Digging the vibes. Do you have a process when it comes to writing a song, or do you hear a beat and go off of that?
It depends on what the occasion is. Like if I'm doing a feature, or like if I'm just working, or if I'm working on a single or a project, or it depends. It also could be a situation like that. I hear a beat and, oh, I need that. What's that? I want to do that. I need, you know what I'm saying? So it all just depends on the scenario and the situation. But I take it all 100% serious no matter what it is, but I also have fun while doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope, man. Do you have any advice for the youngins that are coming up that want to do what you do?
Don't quit, and don't think it's easy. Don't think because you see other people doing it and you see them doing this, that, and the third. Don't think it's easy. It's not an easy road. Like if you want the work, you got to put the work in. If you know what I'm saying, to reap with the rewards. You know what I'm saying? So it's not easy, but if you want it, it's possible. If you set the goal and you stick to it and you really grind to get it, you could get it. But you just got to want it.
That's cool, man. I'm digging the vibes.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Very good. That's a good advice to give to the kids, man, because out here in Syracuse, we don't have much as far as the arts is concerned, after school programs. There are programs coming up, but there are not many in the hood. Like when you're in school, let's say you go to Dr. Weeks. You go to Dr. Weeks, you get out of school, you go home. What is there else to do? But let's say you have a potential because you like to write rhymes. Let's say you'd heard Lil Wayne or something like that, and you started picking up on his stuff and you like what he did, so you started writing his music down and you started rapping. But the problem is, there's nowhere to go. There's no labels. There's no nothing in Syracuse. So people have to leave town like yourself to go get noticed. But see, I want to change all that. I want to make it so Syracuse is a destination hub for entertainment. That's my mission.
I agree. That's why I keep it in my name. You see the 315 on my name. I keep it with me everywhere I go. And I try to tell people, like, there's so much talent here. It's literally like a gold mine. Like, it's so much talent. It's so much potential, so much You know what I'm saying? It's just got to get the right outlooks and the right opportunities.
Yeah, I'm telling you, there's people doing things here as far as media is concerned, and they have these platforms. And I'm telling you, I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to hang out with some of these cats because I'll take my Let's Chat and Jam and go on to another platform if that means I have more opportunity to start doing new things for artists, like holding shows and televising them. And having so there will be a weekly show that I do every week on this channel, this platform that offers me a studio to use with some cameras because I got some camera people waiting to get behind the camera. So all I got to do is get the platform. And when that happens, 315 Cash, I'm giving you a call because you're going to be one of my first guests.
Appreciate that, OG. I definitely appreciate that.
You and Lex Ali, of course, both of y'all coming through at the same time.
Just the bros.
Just the bros, man. But since you've been here for the first time, you've now become part of the Let's Chat and Jam fan, which means you don't have to wait for me to tap to you and say, hey, 315 Cash, you want to come and do the show? You can tap into my DMs and say, hey, Drew, I got a new album coming out. I got a new book that I wrote. Man, I just got casted in a new film, and I need to come to talk about it. Well, I'm going to get my calendar, and I'm going to say, deal, you end the show, let's go. But that's how easy it is to get on this show when you in the fam. So 315 Cash, welcome to the fam.
I appreciate that, OG. I definitely do.
Yes, and I'm telling you something, folks. This brother here, 315 Cash, is original. He doesn't have no sound like anybody else, and no one else sounds like him. He has his own original sound. This brother here is an original artist. He goes into the studio and he writes his own shit. I was trying not to curse the whole show, but damn it, that deserved a shit. This dude here writes his own shit, and he's good at it. He's good with it. He's sick with it. That's how I say it. He's sick with it. He's an ill lyricist. I'm telling you something, folks. You got to tap into 315 Cash because he's got so many songs for everybody. It doesn't matter what type of hip hop you like. He can accommodate. I'm telling you. For example, folks, I'm telling you like this is, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go over there to YouTube. You can go to Dat Piff, Audiomack, and anywhere else that he puts his music because you'll be able to hear this. He's got music for people that have love, that got a woman, and you in love with your girl, and you do good things for your girl. He's got a song like that. And of course, if you the type of gangster type of guy, and you just rough and rugged, yeah, he's got songs for you too. And then of course, if you're feeling like you want to change the world and change your life and do good things for people, well, he's got songs for you too. 315 Cash has songs for everybody. Doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You can be anywhere in life. 315 Cash has a song that's going to keep you in that place. Because you're going to think about something he says, and you're like, damn, I can relate. I've been there. I've done that. Yes, you have. We all have. 315 Cash has too, which is why he gets in the studio and he tells you what it's about and how he's feeling. Because he's real, folks. This dude is one of the most realest rappers I've ever met. And I've met a lot of them in my days, and 315 Cash is one of the best. And I'm telling you something, folks, when you do tap in, you're not going to be disappointed. As a matter of fact, you're going to become a fan, like me. You're going to become a fan of 315 Cash and Just the Bros. Because he don't come alone, folks. He's got a team of artists with him. And they're just as dope as he is. They don't surround themselves with people that think they sound good. No, they surround themselves with rappers that are real and they can tell a story. And they have they got the chops, man. And 315 Cash has been doing it for 6 years, but he's good with it because he knows good talent. That's why we have Lex Ali out here, because 315 Cash knew that brother was dope when he first met him. And he said, I got you when you come on. And that's exactly what he did. That's why I have a lot of respect for you, 315 Cash, because you are a man of your word. You went out there and you promised Lex Ali a chance in the industry, and you made a way for him. Because he said this. He said, all thanks to my brother, 315 Cash. That shows to me that you're a real dude, man. You call me OG? No, bro, you the OG.
Appreciate that, man, from the bottom of my heart. That's some real shit, bro. I really deeply appreciate that. Word.
Yes, man. Do you have any burning desires?
Just want to make it, man. I want to make it for the family. I want to make it for the city. I want the city to make it. I want my family to make it. I want to get to where we deserve to be.
I'm digging the vibes. America and the world, it is I, MC Andrew Love. It's Let's Chat and Jam. This is my special guest, 315 Cash, and this brother's from Syracuse, New York. And as I said in my tirade, this brother here is ill, and you have to tap in. I said have to. It's not a need. It's not a suggestion, folks. This is a must. You must tap into 315 Cash because he's got songs that might save your life. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Because his story is true.
Can I make one more sneak peek announcement here?
Sure, go ahead, man. Feel free.
So you know the friends at the Fourth Quarter Entertainment, right?
Yes.
They performed on the first?
Yes.
So they have an event coming up soon, actually. December 4th, private location, private event. They have Rochester's Class Murder, Buffalo's Benny the Butcher, Syracuse's Chris B, with the Fourth Quarter Entertainment and opening up. And also just the Brothers Entertainment is now added to the lineup. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to turn it all the way up. December 4th, like I said, 315 Cash, Lex Ali, Fourth Quarter Entertainment, Class Murder, Benny the Butcher, Chris B. We working, man. Shout out to all of them. It's going to be a show. If you need tickets, you can contact me now. It's going to be crazy.
Yep. I'm looking forward to seeing the footage because I might not be here. But anyway, it was great talking to you, 315 Cash. It really is. Can you tell the folks where they can find you?
On all social media, at The Real 315 Cash. At The Real 315 Cash. My Instagram just hit 10K followers. So shout it out. Congratulations. If you're watching this, tag me in your story. I'll repost it. Shout out to the Let's Chat and Jam podcast. All my music videos are available on YouTube, 315 CA$H, just like you see it here, just like you see it here. You know what I'm saying? So we working. Definitely got a lot of content coming soon. We're going to finish this year very strong. We're going to do big things going 2022.
2022 is the year for you, 315.
Appreciate that.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
You're going to slay it next year. You're probably going to break another, you're probably going to break and hit into another income bracket next year. So you're probably going to have to be prepared to invest your money wisely and pay taxes.
Of course, of course. Hey, it takes money to make money. That's what they say.
Yeah, well, you're the way you rap and the way you perform, that right there is going to get you paid because you're dope at what you do.
Appreciate that, OG.
Yes, and I appreciate you, 315 Cash. Thank you for becoming a hip-hop artist 6 years ago. Thank you for doing that because you are an ill rapper and you make a difference in people's lives. People can actually look up to you and say, damn, you can come from a certain area in life but still go a different direction and become successful. And that's what you have done. You've become and are being successful, and you're crushing your dreams every day you wake up.
Yes,
and I want to thank you for coming through the show, man. I do appreciate your time. Be safe out here in Syracuse, New York, and anytime you travel abroad, be safe too.
Of course. Yes,
and everybody else, y'all be safe. And just remember this: if you have a dream, if you have a goal, if you have a passion, go for it. Because only you can stop it. And nothing beats a failure but a try. Peace out, folks. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel. Also, like and share the content, as well as hit the notification icon so you don't miss a conversation with series right here on Let's Chat and Jam.